What's up guys, welcome back to my channel once again, and today in this new episode I'm going to review not one but two fragrances from the house of Just Jack. And here I am talking about Neroli and Vetiver. Neroli is a cologne of Tom Ford's Neroli Portofino, and here Vetiver is a cologne of Tom Ford Grey Vetiver. Actually, I have four from this house, but in this video I'm going to review these two, and then the remaining two fragrances I will review them in my coming episodes. So first of all, let me tell you that Just Jack is a sub-brand of Armaf, or you can say Sterling. Armaf is very famous for Club de Nuit Intense Man. I'm sure all of you guys have already know about it. So Sterling owns Armaf, and even Just Jack is owned by Sterling. So let's talk about Neroli first. So Neroli, this is actually a pure classic barbershop kind of scent. And my first Neroli based scent which let me fall in love with this note was this. And I am really sorry, I really can't pronounce the name of this brand. This is in German, it's a German brand, and this is very famous. I'm sure most of you people have already heard about it. I'm going to put the name of the brand in the description box so you can go and check there. This perfume is famous with the name of 4711. So if you will go to any perfume shop, or if you search number 4711 in Amazon or on the internet, you will find it easily. And by the way, the concentration here is Eau de Cologne. This is not EDT, not EDP, but this is just a cologne. And as you all know, colognes are not very strong. They are very light, very refreshing, and they last on your skin for a maximum of 2 to 3 hours maximum. So same story here. Sometimes it lasts on my skin a little bit more, sometimes a little bit less. It depends on the condition of my skin and what kind of atmosphere I am going to be, or where I am sitting, or where I'm going to spend my time, weather, so many factors. But normally colognes, they are meant to give you that freshly start in the morning. So if you are looking for something very fresh, a blast of freshness in the morning, and if you want something to open your eyes, go and try this one and you are going to love it. So this was one of the most refreshing cologne in my collection, but because it was not very long lasting, it was not very strong, the performance was not like EDT or EDP. So I was always looking for something similar with great performance. And then one day I found Tom Ford Neroli Portofino. I loved the fragrance. It was so good, almost similar, a lot of Neroli. Of course, there are some differences, but you can say like you can replace this with Tom Ford. But the price tag was so high, and I was not ready to pay that much. So what I did, actually, I bought big bottles of this and some extra bottles, which cost me even less than 1/4 of the price. By the way, this is very economical, it's not expensive. So what I did, I bought a lot of these bottles and I refilled them in travel atomizers, and I always carry them with me so I can splash it all the day. After every 1 or 2 hours I keep refreshing them. Let me show you the level of the juice here. So here you can see it's almost gone. So here you can see my love for this fragrance. So this was 4711, and Tom Ford Neroli Portofino was very expensive. So this was my hack. Bought a lot of bottles and keep decanting, until one day I went to the outlet of Armaf, and there I found this gem, Just Jack Neroli. Just Jack, I think they have more than 10 fragrances in their line, and most of them, 90% of them are clones or impressions, copies of Tom Ford fragrances. I choose 4 out of them, and these 4 are amazing. These are the 4 perfumes which I like the most out of the whole collection. They got very nice fragrances. There were few more which I wanted to buy, but I hold myself to these 4 fragrances. So here, let me give you the notes breakdown first, because this is a clone of Tom Ford Neroli Portofino. So I'm going to give you the notes breakdown of Tom Ford Neroli Portofino. So here on my screen, in the top you will get bergamot, mandarin orange, lemon, bitter orange, lavender, rosemary and myrtle. In the middle note you will get African orange flower, which is once again neroli, and then there is neroli, then there is jasmine, and then pittosporum. Really, this is something new for me. I don't know what is it. And then in the base there is amber, angelica and ambrette, which is musk mallow. So this is the notes breakdown. Looks complex, but trust me, this perfume is not that complex. It's very straightforward. The main players in this perfume are bergamot, mandarin oranges, mostly are very sweet, but here you will not find any sweetness. For me, or in my opinion, I think the most prominent things here are bergamot mixed with bitter orange, and then there is lavender. You know, like lavender was one of the must-have note in classic perfumery. So yes, you will get lavender here, and then definitely neroli, a lot of neroli in the mid. And you will find jasmine. There is a mix of neroli and jasmine. Jasmine is not as strong as neroli, but that combination is really magical and very refreshing. And then in the base I can smell only angelica and musk mallow. Amber is not very prominent here. This is like a linear scent. It's not going to change a lot. It's not very dynamic from the start till end. It's going to be almost same, not changing a lot, but in the total dry down it becomes a little bit more musky and it becomes more soft and rounded. That's it. So this was about the scent profile, and now let's talk about performance. So in the case of this number 4711, so number 4711, as I have told you, this perfume lasts for like a couple of hours. That's it. This is what colognes do. They're going to give you a blast of freshness and then they will disappear. So here it's doing the job very well, but here in this case neroli, this is a beast. This shit is so strong and very long lasting. I have tried this perfume on my clothes and this perfume gave me 10+ hours easily. And even on the next day I was able to get some whiffs, some light nuances of this perfume on my t-shirt. So it's a beast performer, very long lasting perfume and very strong projection for the first 2 to 3 hours. And even the sillage is very good. All the people around you, when they are going to interact with you, if you are going to talk with them, will be moving in your office from here to there, people are going to notice it. And about the similarity between this and Tom Ford, trust me guys, I have tried this perfume side by side with Tom Ford Neroli Portofino, and trust me, this is damn close. They have done amazing job. The only difference is that in Tom Ford you are going to get a little bit of refinedness, but the difference is not that much, but the difference is price is huge. So let's talk about the gender. I think this is a masculine scent. It can be used by ladies because this is like a floral neroli based scent, but the composition, the way they made it, in my opinion, this is going to work very well with gents only. It's not going to suit ladies a lot. And then let's talk about the age group. For the age group, I think little bit mature people, not teenagers, not very young. You can say if you are 22+, you can rock it easily. And if I talk about season or weather, definitely this is a summer beast. You are going to enjoy it in summers only. In winters, I don't think you are going to enjoy this kind of scent profile. You can use it, of course, but it's not going to give you very good experience. And now let's talk about occasion. Outdoors, picnics, on the beaches. If you're going in the parks, you can use it in your office. If you're going outdoor in the malls, wherever you want. But I can say you cannot expect something very decent or something very sober, or like not that kind of feel you will get from this. It's going to give you that feel if you're coming directly from a barber shop and you're having a very fresh, you're shaved, trimmed, and you have a fresh bath. That kind of feel you will get from this perfume. And now let's talk about the price. So the price is really shocking here. This perfume comes in 100 ml with EDP concentration, and the price of this perfume is only 55 to 60 UAE dirhams. A lot of people, a lot of my brothers from Pakistan, they always ask me, why don't you tell the price in Pakistani rupees or Indian rupees? To all my brothers, I live in Abu Dhabi. I can give you the price which I have paid for this here inside UAE when I bought it. In Pakistan, you cannot get the same price because the dealers, the people who are selling it there, they have to import it in Pakistan. So there are charges, there are freight, there is cargo charges, and then there is some tax to pay in the customs. I'm sure all of you guys already know about it. And then of course you have to keep some margin for himself. So different sellers sells this perfume on different prices in different countries. So please, the prices which I'm going to give you is based in UAE. They are according to the UAE. So I paid for this perfume, I think 55 or 60 dirhams, okay, for 100 ml EDP concentration. And one thing which I forgot in the beginning was the presentation. So let me show you the presentation. It comes in this box, beautiful big box. The sides are golden with the name Just Jack written on the both side here. And on the front, as you can see, there is a pattern here, and the color you can already see there. And here in this gold square, you will find the name Just Jack and the name of the perfume here, Neroli. And then some details, ingredients here in the back side. And on the top, Just Jack logo, in the bottom, Just Jack logo. And to open this box, you have to push it from one side, so it will open like a drawer. It slides out, and the bottle is always resting here, and there is this plastic, very cheap plastic kind of bed for the bottle. Packaging is not like very impressive, but it's fine. See what you are paying. You are paying nothing. It's like you are paying peanuts. And the main inside. The main thing is the juice, and juice is real gold. Trust me. So this is the box and bottle you have already seen. See the color of the bottle, very beautiful blue. The cap is golden, but this is plastic, it's not metal. And nothing on the back, nothing on the sides, nothing in the bottom, just one sticker, showing some detailed batch code and made and etc. And nothing in the back. So this was the presentation. So this was about Neroli, and now let's talk about Just Jack. So let me show you the box first. Just Jack Vetiver comes in this box. Here the box is silver, very beautiful box, same style of packaging, but here the bottle looks different. Here the bottle is frosted white with this beautiful, very light yellowish color of scent. And the cap is same here. It's made of plastic, but it's not long, but more wide. And on the top here you will find this plastic gem on the top, and plastic cap, very loose. It's not snugly fit. You cannot carry your bottle with the cap in both of the cases. See, it's very loose. So this is the bottle here. As you can see, you will find some ridges here on the bottle in the back. And in the front, you will find this silver metal plate with the name engraved on this bottle. So here, this is Vetiver, and now let's talk about the scent profile of Vetiver. So Just Jack Vetiver is a clone of Tom Ford Grey Vetiver. So let me give you the notes breakdown. And here on my screen, in the top, you will get grapefruit, orange blossom, which is Neroli once again, sage. In the mid, you will get nutmeg, orris root, pimento, and then in the base you will get vetiver with sea notes, oak moss and amber. Pimento is a kind of red chili kind of thing. Pimento is very famous. They have used in one, I'm sure you have heard of this Latafa's Oud Mood. They have also used this note in that perfume, and a lot of people loves it. So here is like a nutmeg, orris root, pimento in the middle. So these are the notes breakdown, and now let me give you my opinion, or let me share with you my experience with you, that, and I will try to explain you how this actually smells. So here, okay, in the opening, let's spray it a little bit here. Okay, okay. First of all, in the top, as they have said in the notes breakdown, there is grapefruit mentioned here. You will get some citruses, a very light touch of citruses on the top, but it's not prominent. What you will get on the top, which is very prominent, which is in your face, is neroli and sage. Sage is giving this perfume that herbalish kind of feel in the top, and you will get very strong note of neroli, and you will find some woodiness there. Very dry kind of woods, you know, very sharp and dry woods. So the overall scent is woody, some dry, sharp, woody. On the top of it, you will get this sharp neroli mixed with sage. So it's a very sharp and dry composition. Citruses are not very prominent, not very clear. You will just get some hint of it, just a touch of it. A little bit sweetness and citrusiness here, but the main players are neroli, sage, and some woody notes. In the base, you will get vetiver because of the name. This is vetiver, and it's a clone of grey vetiver. So definitely you are going to get that dusty, chalky note of earthy vetiver. But here it's not very earthy, it's not very dark. The vetiver here is not dark, but it's very dry and chalky. You will get that feel of chalk, very dusty kind of feel. And then in the middle, you will, after like 5 to 10 minutes, if you give this perfume like 10 to 15 minutes to settle down on your skin, you will start getting beautiful note of nutmeg, a touch of spices. So if you see what's happening here, everything is very sharp and dry, you know. Nutmeg, spices, they're also sharp and dry. Then you get vetiver, dusty vetiver, and then there is neroli, and then there is sage, which is once again herbal and sharp. Pimento, I didn't get it, to be very fair. Maybe it's blended with other notes and it's doing its stuff, but here I cannot smell any pimento here. And then orris root. Even here the orris root is not standing out, you know, like it's blended, and this whole concoction is giving you that chalky feel. So this chalky feel is balanced with little bit of orris root. Orris root is once again it's going to give you buttery, makeup-y kind of, you know, lipsticky kind of feel, but it's just balancing that dryness. So it's very dry, woody and earthy kind of scent, but it's fresh. I tried to get some amber in the base, as they have mentioned in the base notes, but here for me it was very difficult to detect amber or oak moss here. So this was the scent profile, and now let's talk about the similarity between this and Tom Ford's Grey Vetiver. Trust me guys, once again, this is damn close. This is very close. Once again, in Tom Ford, you will get that refinedness, okay, of course, which is there, but the difference is not that big. But the price you're paying, that difference is so big. So this was about the scent. Let's talk about the performance now. And once again, this shit is so strong and very long lasting. I have tested this perfume and it gave me around 8 to 10 hours. Okay, it's not as strong as Neroli, but still 8 to 10 hours with this kind of fresh woody composition is amazing. It's very creative scent. It's woody but fresh at the same time. And if I talk about the gender, it's a masculine scent, totally masculine scent. It's not going to suit any woman in any case. So gender wise, it's for men, and for the age group, I can say once again little bit mature people, not teenagers, not very young. You can say like 22, 23 plus guys, they can rock it easily. And now let's talk about the weather. So definitely this is a summer's scent, but this perfume, I think sometime if in the cold weather, when it's not very cold, you can rock it. But here, this one, it's not going to give you very good experience in winters, in cold weather. But here, in this case, maybe this can work in some scenarios. If it's not very cold, you can rock it in some scenarios. It depends, it depends on your mood. But definitely this is a scent for summers, and you're going to enjoy it in high heat days. And now let's talk about occasion. It's versatile scent. You can use it in your daily life easily, in your gyms, in your sport activities, in outdoors, in your picnics. But this one is little bit more classy, more sober, more decent as compared to Neroli. Neroli gives you that barber shop feel, but here this is going to give you that gentleman kind of feel, like this is more decent, so yes, this is a little bit more versatile as compared to Neroli. And now let's talk about the price. So once again, it comes in 100 ml EDP concentration, and the price here is same 55 or 60 UAE dirhams, which is amazing bang for your bucks. You can never go wrong with this amount of money and this quality of juice. It's so good. Wow, so this was our review for Just Jack Neroli and Just Jack Vetiver. I hope you liked it. Try to get these perfumes, or at least don't blind buy. Try to get a decant or try to test if you can. And for Neroli, if you have tried this, you know what this scent smells like. For Vetiver, give it a try before buying, like maybe some of the people, they will not like it, but both of these scents are crowd pleasers. Most of the people are going to love them. They are going to like these scents. They are not offensive. So Just Jack Neroli and Just Jack Vetiver. I hope you like this review. Until the next video, take care and bye.